Good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, Becca. Good morning, Brad. Good morning, G Money. Marty, good morning. YouTube, good morning. Let's get this show on the road here. All right, so couple of housekeeping stuff. So Brad and G Money, you guys still having some Ninja Trader issue. You're not the only one. I suggested a fix yesterday, just basically renaming your workspace from the document section, and then going in there and just reduce your charts to like maybe 1 or 2 till this volatility is behind us. So you could try that and see. It worked for me because I was having some issues like that. I think the market is getting a little bit better. As far as volatility, it's more manageable. So that should be these problems should be behind us. That's the first one. Second one, I changed my YouTube layout. So if you're watching YouTube, our stream on YouTube, just let me know what you think. And I'm ready for the day. Actually, we're so ready we jumped in. We had 2 trades already. We got short here on a test of this declining declining price action. Ended up basically flattening the trade for plus 70. Then the market came in there and gave us a trigger trade. I took it for 2. It dropped. I took it at the middle of the range for a railroad. I had a stop literally right at 806. And a reversal, and I got paid here $500 on that. The majority of it came in on that trade right there. Okay, so Rebecca likes it. All right, good deal. It is very challenging, like Marty said. However, this is the market. This is the market that we have, and we just have to figure out a way to make it work for us. Reducing size and looking for bigger moves will give you the same risk profile without having, you be under too much risk. So that's one way to approach this market right now. So if you're trying to risk maybe $250 a trade or something, I mean, you gotta have to almost like go micro and go 50 points up, 50 points down, and maybe 3 micros or something. You'll be surprised. With micro, you'll make money in this market. That much volatility. So like that's what happened during Brexit, and that's what happened during um, COVID. The market was just out of control, volatile, and there's ways to handle it and make money out of it, but it doesn't come without risk. Risking 35. He had one micro. He had one micro. In it. You're up 700 bucks on one micro. I mean, that is something. Frame that one. Frame that one. Well, how about all I gotta say? How about that Nvidia? Good morning, Sheila. How about that Nvidia? We made some money off of that deal. I punted the majority of it around 14 half at the close. I still have some left, but I'm looking for a pullback in it so I could reload. All right, so market started. We had a railroad short at 812. The market is in sync on the short side. 200 and 100 are in sync, and we are looking for rallies as a shorting opportunity this morning. From 94 to 14 half. That's man, I just had to take that profit, the majority of it off the. Look at that. Okay, so target is 741. So we came up to that target, to the tick, and came back. Let's take a look at ES. ES on a bigger picture. Holy crap. Captain setup. This is a big deal. This is a big deal. Let me tell you why. Because we have a captain setup switch trade short that happened around 6 o'clock this morning. Tested, retested, lower high with another captain setup. So this area between 5400 to 5420 is going to be a solid resistance, and the shorts will measure themselves against it with targets at a breakdown of 53.52, and then you have lower prices beyond that. So that ES behavior, you know, I mean, obviously the NQ can be disjointed from NQ, but if that continues and the 1890 holds, then we should be pushing lower. $17.20, 40, 43. Okay, so they're pushing lower. They're tested harmony zone number 1. I mean, the market is in sync on the upside here. So, I mean, we have to compare what ES is doing with what NQ is doing. Since we're trading NQ, the market's not short yet. I mean, we had an opportunity to break the 740 and continue, and the market's buying it right back up. Well, the good news is speed, range, and behavior. Speed is moderate, if you believe it. Range is contracting. Behavior so far is long, but the market is out of sync. So here we go again. I mean, right here, I'm gonna take a shot at it. Boom! Look at that. Wow. Come on, push, baby, push. Damn it. Ah. Wow. From up money to down money in seconds. I couldn't stick around with that one. I mean, I don't want to even take any more risk. Past that closure of that candle, but it gave me like 300 bucks in like 2 seconds. 5 minutes into the market. Good morning, Sam. How are you? Let's go. Let's go. So I mean, the market reverses the 200 and the 100. That's choppy, by the way. I mean, if they want to do 828. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Good Lord. Wow. I mean, I guess that worked out after all. All right. I'll take it. I'll take it. That's a long. Let's see if I can get a push. That is insane, bro. Okay. All righty. Okay. You make it, you lose it. You make it, you lose it. That's what we're dealing with here. We went short, we made money. We went long here, which is should be stabilizing, and it just flush sold so quick. That's all right. Let's keep working. All right. If they sell that one, close that candle. Oh my Lord. We're screwed. This is insane, bro. This is really insane. Good for them. Good for them. Good for them. Let's take a point here. I mean, look at it. Now it's going to sell off. I mean, that's just the way it works. But I made a promise for myself not to move my stop. So I'm going to stick to that one. So basically, what is this telling me? They're not respecting the middle of the range. They're just simply not. They're not respecting the middle of the range. They are not respecting the middle of the range. Okay. So right here, they're running the stops, and if they reverse it, they're gonna run it back to the middle of the range. So we'll see. There's a bunch of stops sitting under that 740. Market is in sync on the short side. Rallies are shortable on a swing trade basis. Target is 716. Here they go. Testing harmony zone number 2. Excuse me, 1. And they're pushing. Target is 691. Target is next target is 667. Yeah, I'd like my short back. Let's keep playing the game. Marty, reach out to them. Reach out to see what else can they do, because I mean that should have give you the ability. Maybe delete your cache and see if that helps. Okay, so that's an entry 707 into a whole number. That market should bounce right back up here. Okay. I got an order short at 79.5. That's a little bit risky, but I'll put one here, add to it if it punches up to 710, and then we'll look for a push to 70 as a continuation trade short with a stop above 30. I have NVIDIA RTX. Wow, that's violent. That's violent. I'll put it right here for 706. They're trying to protect the 700. I mean, they push it higher. That's fine. I'll just cancel my order. Oh, Brad. Okay, yeah. That's an area of interest target from target to target. What time is it? It's 8:45. So the market is in sync on the long side, and they are trying to reverse the cloud here. I mean, they'll do it above 790, 800. Okay, we're pushing. All right, let them come into this 60, testing harmony zone number 2 for the first time on this push. Like right here, the market is vulnerable. I mean, it may just run up from here, which is fine. But if they pull back a little bit, then I'll jump in. Yeah, it's gonna run. Now they're taking out the stops right above that. Target is 841. Yeah. Okay. All right, here we go. So at the top of the hour, we have FOMC Brown speaks. Nothing really a big deal. We have at 11 o'clock 30-year bond auction. So a bunch of speaks today. FOMC speaks, and the rest of them are non-news, non-impact news. Okay, they're running the stops here. Let's see if we can get an entry. Oh, we got an entry. Question, do I want that entry? Come on, give me a closure of one candle. Thank you. Well, that was pretty. That was pretty. That puts me to break even for the day. That was a good one. That was like a $1,500 trade. It comes quick, and the stop comes quicker. Yeah, that's a reversal right here. So they ran the, I mean, see, literally what they did, they ran the stops. They ran the stops here. I bought the stop run into the cloud, and then when it flipped, I added and I sold at target one. Then look what they did: ran the stops above it, and then boom, like sold everything. It's just brutal. I mean, like, you gotta make your money today. They're not respecting, like, this is the first time they actually respected the middle of the range, actually. I mean, they had this here, this there, but ultimately there's a lot of running through the middle of the range with wide ranges. So you almost have to trade this market on the stop run and the reversal, the first reversal on a stop run, and keep your stop a little bit tight, maybe the length of this candle. All right, now the market is back in sync on the short side. Let's see if we can get a retest and see how well they handle the retest. So like right now, see, they're running the stops. I mean, how far they want to do. I mean, they want to go to 768 and a quarter and then run back up. We'll see. Okay, so that's their attempt here. Man, I needed that 50, but I was too slow for it. Okay, 50 to 30, that's 20 points in like 2 seconds. Yeah, I needed that one. Because that's a railroad short. You have a high, a lower high, a lower high, and then you get the 50 coming in into a target. So that would have been quick money into 716, but the market's moving fast. Now let them run back up, and we'll see if we can get back in or not. It's gonna sell off here. How's Sam doing? How's everybody doing so far? Where's everybody at? Becca, any trades? Adam, Sheila, I don't know if you got involved in NVIDIA or not. No trades. Sam, no trades. You're probably smarter for doing that. Down $38 for Marty. Oh yeah. Okay, so that's another continuation trigger trade short, and we are looking for a push to 700. Yeah, just be careful, G Money. This environment is a is good environment for micro. So I'm posting here an order at 724. That's a captain setup short on the 70 NT Rinko. Here we go. Let's go, baby. Go. Push. Oh, come on. That is wrong. That is wrong. Yeah, it's a 700 retest. Let's go here one more time. Can I get some? I'm gonna get screwed here. I picked off one contract and see if I can hold on the second one. We gotta push. Here we go, 700. If we break the 700, we should flush. I got out. I probably will regret the out, but it's just pausing here, and they're pausing because of the 700. You know, so I mean, you got a captain setup and a retest of it. So, I mean, here we go again. I mean, if they put on a 705 closure, I would wait for a run back up and I'll get involved with a stop at the top end of that candle. But they have to do that first. Here we go. I'm just gonna post an order up there so I could move it in quick. Because that would be a captain setup, a switch trade. Here we go. You need a push below 700. Come on, baby. Push. That's a 690 all day. This hesitation. I mean, we're making money. I mean, that those kind of trades make sense to me. But it's gonna now it's gonna go, right? Boom. All right, let me take a step away. I'm gonna step away for just a minute. So there's that level of hesitation the market is having here. You know, but just quite obvious what that the captain's setup, the cloud, the test, the next switch trade. So all of them are painting a picture of a short market. So we're at 700. Let's keep working. I mean, it's gonna. I mean, it's gonna take out that target 667. I'll be back. Here you go. Next target, 641. All right, we're back. We're back. All right, so I mean that. Yeah, I mean that was a nice move. Nice move. I mean, we made a little bit of money off that short. Now the market is flipping back up, and we got yeah, pullbacks are buyable. I mean, we need the cloud to actually shift. That's the key here. I mean, the early on price action was a little bit tricky, but all right, take care, Sam. So what are they doing here? Okay, so they built the base, ran it over, and then came back in here and reversed this. I mean, they're just trying to. They're gonna probably run it up here a little bit and come back in. A short here at 36 with a target into a run up to 600. If the market runs up, see, this is again middle of the range trading, which has been problematic right now. So I probably should just wait for the stop run to happen. So I'm gonna cancel this order and just wait for them to really run up the 704, and then we'll see a one candle reversal. If that happens, then yeah, we could play that game. I mean, the close of this candle right here at 54. Yeah, I mean, you're gonna get a reaction, but and that's the first touch of harmony zone number 2. So we're seeing see that in a momentum market you'll get a further push into the 40s and the 20s, but it's a market that tests and retests. So another push into 53.75 will get us a push in the market. Hmm. So the good news, speed, range, and behavior. Speed is moderate. It's not crazy, crazy price action. Range, I mean I wouldn't call this an expansion of ranges. I mean, they ran it up, they brought it back in. It's just a market that, here we go. That's a switch trade right here. So that, see, the issue is this should go lower to 600, then they'll pause it in and around this area. Here comes 600. That's a switch trade after a double top. Here we go, 600. But that's from 20 to 600, man. That's 20 points right there. And then we have a target of 91. We're about to get there. Here we go. Now they're running the stops right under this market. So if I'm going to fade, I want to fade the run-ups against levels and not try to buy the breakdown with a reversal, because the market is in sync on the short side first, and the environment overall is a bit negative. I mean, here you go. I mean, they're doing it too, but so where's the stop that we need them to run? I mean, middle of the range trading. I mean, you're running into harmony zone number 1, right? I mean 2, excuse me. Like right here. I mean, man, I don't know if I like that. Gonna cancel it and just really, I needed the first touch up 42. Let them run it up. You have stops sitting above 51. I mean, a first touch base is a good thing on a, like, it's almost like you're probably better off not even in this environment, not going for harmony zone number 1, just going for zone number 2 on a first touch basis. And if you're trying to fade, here we go. I mean, that's, what is that, from 42 to, that's 30 points right there. And then they reverse it that quick. Yeah, that's nasty right there. Okay, so let's see. So they took out the 50. Yeah, that's, see the 52s? That's the bigger stop run. And you have a bigger one actually at 86. So that's the middle of the range trap, and they're trapped the shorts here. I mean, if you got in at the harmony zone number 2 and when break even, made a little bit of money, 30-point range in that candle. Like right here, if they reverse this candle, maybe we'll get involved What is that? That is right here. 36.75. Come on. I gotta get out of this trade. Yeah, they do stuff like that, then that's no bueno. Gotta take it. That's middle of the range trading. Gets very tricky. It's either gonna work very quickly or you gotta get out. Well, here we go again. I mean, that should be, I mean, I should be involved in this one. Pushed lower, I'll add to you. Took one profit on one and flatted the other one. Sheesh. That's 24,185. We made $60 off of that whole decision. So got stopped out here, made a little bit of money on this, but didn't go anywhere. So that tells me I gotta leave this range alone. It's a choppy. Choppy. I mean, the impulse is, I know that the 200 and the 100 are in sync on the long side, but just the market has been doing a lot of this. While the market is still in a rotation short. Okay, let's see. So here we go again. Run the stops, and they do it quick. Yeah, we're gonna have to give the market a little bit more space. I mean, we went short. I mean, that paid. We went short here. What is that? 40. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that would have kept me in the trade, actually. That my stop would have kept me in the trade. Now it's time for them to make the move, right? So the 200 and the 100 are back in sync. our reversal target is, here we go, they just got there. So now the market is back in sync on the short side. So there is a lot of distribution is happening here. And we talked about this captain setup, that switch trade, and also, where did we go? Let me see here. There's a level. Yeah, look at that mess here. Wow. Okay. This is, if you're trend trading, today is going to be difficult or be very challenging because the market really is digesting. We had a massive, and that's a sign. Whenever you have a massive move of the prior day, and then you come into a day like this, the market spends a lot of time in this type of behavior where it runs stops, brings it back in, and constantly do that. And that's just people being uncertain and digesting the prior day price action. And it was a massive, massive one. Like we went over 20% on Nvidia, for example. I mean, across the board, market made a significant recovery. So they're pulling back and they're chopping it up. So we have to adjust to that by not investing too much time trading the middle of the range and trade the stop runs and fade them, but fade them in the direction of the 200 NT wrinkle. So this way you have that at least in your favor. If that makes sense to you. So right when you get into the middle of the range, you see the test and retest and failed moves and all that good stuff. And that just literally the market telling you, I'm reaching balance. I want to figure out what to do, but I'm not sure. Let me try different things. You know, like my equity high today all day was 717. My equity low was 1400. So I mean, I'm ranging between those two levels, trying to make sense of this. So now there's multiple stops that the market is running through. At 9 o'clock, they made a high around 700. Now they're taking that out to the tick and bringing the market back down. So that's just a market that's trying to fade. Here we go. Now the question is, we had a switch trade here. Would they make another switch trade? Yeah, look at them. They're doing it. That's long's been aggressive here, trying at least. I mean, a short would be 80, but that is not a reality anymore. You have the captain set up between 24 to 58. This is this captain setup. So that's an area of resistance. I mean, they're definitely running the stops here. 24. I'm gonna actually like go 43. Let them get there. That's a little bit aggressive, but yeah, it is actually aggressive. But well, that means that they are getting to the 40, which is the middle of that captain setup, and then stopping right there. My stop is my stop. We'll see. If this trade works, then a reversion to the mean is a very, very significant trade, and I can add to it. And order flow right now is running the shorts out. So it's a little bit risky, but we'll see. But we have to get filled before the market reverses. Like it cannot. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, well, damn it. 706, yeah. If it breaks 706, then I have to cancel my order. It needs to run up into my order and fill. If we reverse here, then I'm going to cancel and do something else. Yeah, damn it. All right, that's fine. Canceling that order. We'll watch it and see. 43 was my entry. So we had two switch trades in a row. I mean, that is just a market that's buying every bit of any pullback. I mean, I understand the 43 is something, but I mean, here we go again. They're gonna do it again. Wow. So let's see, 43. A captain set up short here would be interesting. Damn it. I'll take that one. It's a captain set up short, but I mean, it should literally go to 70. I gotta stick around with these trades a little bit longer, but this kind of market is just 230 on that one. That's equity high for the day for me. That's good. Let's go. Couple of good trades and we'll call it a day. But the point is seeing how they run stops for the top of market that we are in. And the top of market we are in is digestive. You know, big move yesterday. They're slowing it down here and chopping up the middle of the range. So if I'm trying to avoid getting chopped up, I'm going to have to look at these range expansions and look for reversal patterns and fade in the direction of the trend. And the trend was short. I mean, they're trying to reverse it here. I get it. But you're putting a captain setup up here. I have such a distance between 706 to 70. It's 35 points. And now you're testing harmony zone number 2. So this should reverse right here. Like, you know, you're hitting this level down to the 50s and bounce right back. Now, if I feel, do you feel lucky? Here we go. I guess I feel lucky. Well, that may be a bad. Here we go. Yeah. How about that? How about that? I guess I feel lucky. Because I mean, that's just what. Do you feel lucky, punk? Yeah, here you go. All right, it's 260 on that one. We're up at 1,000. Equity high. It's a first touch harmony zone number 2, and they've been holding up. They've been really good. So I mean, we did good on this. I mean, look at that retesting. Good lord. I mean, we went short perfectly here at the 704, and we didn't stick around for too long because that trade was a massive reversion to the mean trade that even pushed the bottom end of the cloud. Okay, I get that. I bought that one into a reversal, but there you got target number one, George. That is easy money right there. From target to target to target. So I think I'm leaving a lot of money on the table, but I'm taking the scalp version of these trades because the market is pausing too often. Mover, mover. Okay, so they're bringing it to the middle of the range here to retest. We'll see how far they want to go with it. I mean, that's a one candle reversal here. I mean, that's a trigger railroad. Look at it moving. Target is 791, 791. So market pulled back, reversion to the mean, and now they're trying to rebalance this. So where's the next trade at? As long as this pattern continues, then we are looking for these pullbacks as a buying opportunity, and anything under 700, I mean, that will change and shift the market sentiment. We have a market that is in sync on the long side, and they're grinding and running the stops. I mean, they're fading the stops just slightly, but not in any major way. That was the big one right here. And these pullbacks are a little bit more stable with a higher low. So we'll see. I mean, we're probably going to see 800 here. We'll reevaluate if we break 700. Switch trade right here and a push higher to 790. And here comes the 800. They ran the stops and they're pausing. I mean, they're bringing it to that tick. Reversion to the mean again. I mean, we almost got to that 91. Railroad long and a push. Here they come again. Here comes that 800. Market is in sync on the long side. Pullbacks are buyable on a swing trade basis. Harmony zone number 1 is 66 by 56. Then 41 by 31 is zone number 2. Okay, let them get into harmony zone number 2 right here. Running the stops. That is some shitty ass. Look at that. You gotta go captain setup. That would be huge. And they faded the whole thing down. Wow. Captain setup short on the 70 right here. I mean, that's just an entry point right there at that 7. But we're hitting a whole number, so that's just going to be an issue. Target is hit. Next target is 667. was a signal right there. There's a bunch of stops sitting under 640. I could come back and get him. That we got to the 800. Boom. They just rejected the whole structure. Came in, put a switch trade. Captain set up short, flushed everybody, and there's more flushing to do if they reach out to that 40. And here they come. That's big money right there. So they're playing games here. Market is in sync on the short side. Rallies are shortable on a swing trade basis. You have this captain setup, and actually, if I was paying closer attention, I would have seen something very significant. Captain setup here, short, and a captain setup short here. So that would have gave that signal actually more meaning. Selling them. Target is 16. Coming up to target 16. And I bet you they're going to run it back up a little bit here. Because they took out a bunch of stops under the 20, the 42, 43. So they're going to punch it back up and just get rid of a bunch of people. Now, where would we find a bunch of stops? Right above that 89 into the 700, and that's where they'll pause it and bring it back in. Now, if they decide to punch it back down to 36 right here, then you're gonna have a chance at breaking the 616. I'm looking for rallies as a shorting opportunity. Here they come. 86. Let them run that thing. I mean, there's 616. It's an interesting place for them to do it. Right at that stop. Yeah, look at that. So they protected those stops and they ran it down just a tad bit. It's fine. That's a railroad short. Next target is 591. Target coming up, 591. Shit. How's everybody doing? Adam making money? You should be. Becca, Brad, Sheila, Marty, Bounce Coin, YouTube. Marty up 500. Sell, sell, sell. They're selling into next target 566. Becca down 122. No big deal. You could get that back in one blink of an eye. Wow. Flushed everybody under 600. They would probably go back to 600. Yeah. So, I mean, obviously the stop runs are more significant, and that's a trending behavior. Target is 541. That could be a possibility. I need to upgrade my card because it's starting to show its age, and I need to get a new card here. Let me see. I mean, what is this market doing here? I mean, I understand the selling pressure. Let's potential captain set up long if we break up here. It looks like we're about to. Potential captain set up here. Any break above 90s. We should go to 600 easy here. Captain setup. Captain setup long right here. Hey David, how are you, bro? Have I heard of anything about Legend Trading Prop? Heard about him. I have not dealt with him, but I'll research it a little bit further. And you lost your take profit account. It happens, man. This is a ruthless environment we're in. We're fighting tooth and nail to make money here. So you'll be okay. Just jump back in it. You need to only succeed once. Captain set up long in this area right here, and they're testing it. So let's see if this thing holds up here. You don't want to see a reversal candle at 74. 74. If you break 74, that's an issue. And they're fighting around a whole number. I mean, I think we'll push up. There you go. Hitting harmony zone number 2. That's the resistance area, so that's just an area where they can fade it, especially at the top end at 26. You're going to get probably a bit of a pullback. It may not close this candle all the way through, but we'll see. Man, that was one heck of a captain setup. Boom, reversal. Now the 200 and the 100 are in sync on the long side, but you have so much resistance up in the 680s, and also this captain setup at 720. So we'll see how far, but that's just a near-term bottom to this whole rotation. Yeah, I'm looking at them right now. I mean, have you heard of anybody really getting paid from them? It's a end of day trailing maximum loss, 5 days to qualify. I mean, have you? I mean, I'm sure you considered Apex too, because you could have 20 funded on those. Do you have 20 accounts with Apex or just not? Six? Yeah, that's good. That's good. That's good. Yeah, I'll look deeply at this Legends trading. I mean, there's a lot of companies out there now that are offering this. So I have to be very careful which one I do business with because, as we found out, some of these new ones can just go out of business and take your money with them. Fast track trading. That's what all I gotta have to say about that. Well, that's you got what you got there. It's massive selling pressure. Somebody said something, right? Seems like they're accumulating here. What a reversal in fortunes here, huh? Oh, really? Was PW was doing it? Yeah, I'll take a look at it, see what it's all about. I mean, it doesn't look like any different than any other company, to be honest with you. There's a bit of a rounding behavior to this market right here, rounding down. So the odds are we're going to break 85 and the 500 and then come back and retest. But the market seems to be trying to stabilize. Mm-mm. That's another flush. All right, guys. So what we got going on here is a continuation of this selling pressure. The market's trying to make a higher low here just to kind of stabilize the price, but ultimately, unless we break 400, there's a lot of pressure on this market. So we're up 1,084. Good trading early on, and we kind of locked it up right now. Yeah, and we're gonna call it a day. Gonna call it a day.